Does hypnotherapy have a role in reducing skin conditions? In my opinion, yes, it does. It has a very big role to play. Hello, my name is Sabina Jennings. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist and I have qualifications in skin conditions. So if we look at the first point of being, our skin develops in the embryonic stage, in utero, in the womb, and the neuroectoderm is the precursor to the nervous system and is formed alongside the cutaneous ectoderm, which makes the skin. It becomes then the skin. So you can see these two are forming together in very close proximity and have a very strong connection. So what can impact on this strong connection? Well, many things. However, stress has to be a major factor. And what I mean by stress is anxiety, worry, fear, anger, resentment, frustration, and so on. Also, there can be chronic stress. And now that is because the person is finding themselves in an environment that they can't get out of, and it's continually underlying stress. It could be a dominant relative, high expectations of work, a tyrannical boss, perpetual fear of finances, things that have happened in childhood, all concerned over loved ones, something in that area. The other thing you can have is fluctuating stress. So things are going along nicely and then suddenly up they go, and that's because they've a new job, moving home, possibly a breakup, a divorce, sitting exams, trying to meet a deadline, all sorts of things like this. Or they can just be continual anxiety and the person doesn't actually know why they're constantly anxious. And hypnotherapy is very good at finding out why the person is quite anxious all the time. Usually, again, it's going back into childhood. And we can have a look and see what's actually happening there. So, quite obviously, the greater the stress, the worse the skin condition can become. Because the stress affects the triggering off of the flight or fight response of the body, which alerts the body to dangers. So we have an effect on the gut-brain axis. Their digestive tract is affected. There's hormonal changes. There's chemical changes as well. But it really does affect the functionality of the gut flora, which is integral to digestion. And also do remember the immune system primarily sits on the wall of the gut, so that can be altered as well, and we might not be fighting infections as well as we would hope to. In many peer reviews we read about skin conditions like psoriasis, and stress and psoriasis stress can cause a flare, and I certainly noticed that in my clinic, but also noticed it with rosacea, acne, eczema. Smoking and excessive alcohol and poor dietary changes are other factors that will have an influence on skin conditions. So I think you might already know that hypnotherapy is very good at dealing with alcohol and addictions and habits like smoking. But what we need to know is why that person has already started in that vein and now it's become the habit, and we need to try and stop that. And also, why isn't the person making good dietary choices? Do they not feel that they're good enough for this? They need to look at themselves with a new perspective. So I've mentioned some of the skin conditions that hypnosis, I think, is very, very good at, and certainly psoriasis, eczema, rosacea. Hair pulling, I haven't mentioned hair pulling. People really tug at their hair, they're so stressed, they're pulling at their hair. And I think this is where the expression tearing my hair out, when they're very, very stressed. Skin picking. It's not that the skin is itchy, they're just going and picking at it. So again, that's very much stress related. The very good website, DermNet, which is a very good accredited dermatological site, cites hypnotherapy as being beneficial in treating things like chronic urticaria, alopecia areata, herpes simplex, herpes zoster, psoriasis, as mentioned, dermatitis, hyperhidrosis, lichen planus. Acne excoriae, again, where people are affected by acne, but also then starting again this picking of the skin. It mentions rosacea and others. So I'll put the link of that below. It's quite interesting to read, and I'll put a few other articles where they suggest that hypnotherapy has shown to be quite beneficial, working alongside orthodox medicine with your doctor, your dermatologist, or natural medicine. It just depends which way you've gone. Hypnotherapy can also be extremely helpful. So if you'd like more information on how hypnotherapy can help with skin conditions, just contact me. If you're not sure about hypnotherapy and not, what's involved, again, just contact me and we can have a lovely chat. I look forward to hearing from you.